Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm with an interesting topic today and it is based on DSBSC and SSBSC. In the first few slides, I'll be discussing some basic concepts of amplitude modulation, and in the next few slides, I'll be discussing the comparison between DSBSC and SSBSC along with its applications. The purpose of a communication system is to convey information through a communication channel or a medium by separating transmitter and receiver. Our topic is related to this DSBSC and SSBSC. Before going directly to the topic, I would like to discuss about amplitude modulation. Amplitude modulation is a modulation technique used in electronic communication, particularly in radio broadcasting, to transmit information by varying the amplitude of a carrier wave in proportional to the instantaneous amplitude of the modulating signal. Here is the pictorial representation of the amplitude signal. It contains message signal, carrier signal, and amplitude modulating signal. Message signal is the signal which contains information. Carrier signal is the signal which is varied according to the message signal. And amplitude modulating signal is the final modulated signal. Going to the next slide, we have different types of amplitude modulation. DSBSC is double-sided band suppressed carrier. SSBSC is single sideband suppressed carrier. Coming to DSBSC. In DSBSC modulation, the carrier signal is suppressed or removed entirely. While both sidebands, upper and lower, are transmitted, the resulting signal consists of two identical sidebands symmetrically positioned around the carrier frequency. SSBSC. It is a modulation technique used in communication systems where only one sideband along with the carrier signal is transmitted while the other sideband and the carrier's amplitude are suppressed or removed. DSBSC versus SSBSC. This is the representation of DSBSC frequency spectrum and SSBSC frequency spectrum. DSBSC frequency spectrum contains two sidebands, lower sideband and upper sideband, represented by FC minus FM and FC plus FM respectively. Two sidebands are transmitted without the carrier frequency. In single sideband frequency spectrum, only one of the sideband, either a lower or upper sideband, is transmitted without the carrier frequency. In the next slide, we have differences between DSBSC and SSBSC. The same information is tabulated. The bandwidth required for DSBSC is 2 times of FM, and the bandwidth required for SSBSC is half of the DSBSC. Both of DSBSC and SSBSC contains USB and LSB. The difference is that only one sideband is transmitted in SSBSC, whereas two sidebands are transmitted with respect to DSBSC. Since two bands are transmitted, the power required is less than that of amplitude modulation. SSBSC, in this we transmit only one sideband. Therefore, the power required is less than amplitude modulation and DSBSC. We have another set of differences. The modulation is same for SSBSC and DSBSC. The bandwidth in SSBSC is narrower and in DSBSC it is wider. The carrier is suppressed in both of the cases. The spectral efficiency is very high in SSBSC and very low in DSBSC. The power efficiency is high in SSBSC but very low in DSBSC. SC. The complexity is more in SSBSC as compared to DSBSC. Information redundancy. The information redundancy is absent in SSBSC, whereas is present in both of the sidebands in DSBSC. The demodulation is more complex as compared to DSBSC in SSBSC. These are the differences between SSBSC and DSBSC. We have the next topic, applications of DSBSC and SSBSC. In SSBSC, the applications include radio broadcasting, amateur radio, military communication, telephony, and ham radio. Under radio broadcasting, SSBSC modulation is widely used in radio broadcasting, especially for long distance transmission. It allows efficient utilization in the available bandwidth, enabling more stations to operate within a given frequency range. Amateur radio is popular among amateur radio operators for voice communication. It allows long distance communication with reduced bandwidth requirements, making it suitable for amateur radio bands with limited spectrum allocation. Military communication. It is employed in military communication systems, particularly for long range voice communication and data transmission. It provides efficient spectrum utilization and improved signal quality in challenging environments. Coming to telephony, it has been used in traditional telephone systems such as long distance and international telephone networks. It allows efficient transmission of voice signals over long distance without excessive bandwidth requirements. Radio telecommunication. It is utilized in various radio telecommunication applications, including point to point communication systems, satellite communication systems, and maritime communication systems. Coming to the applications of DSBSC, we have analog television broadcasting system, amplitude modulation radio broadcasting, public address systems, radar systems, sonar systems, and this is test and equipment of test and measurement equipment. So the radar systems modulation is utilized in some radar system for target detection and ranging. The DSBSC technique allows for the transmission and reception of radar signals, enabling the detection and tracking of objects in various applications including aviation, weather monitoring, and military systems. In sonar system, the modulation is underwater. Underwater communication, navigation, and object detection. It enables the transmission of reception of acoustic signals for purposes such as submarine communication, fish detection, and underwater mapping. Test and measurement equipment. Uh, in certain types of test and measurement equipment, such as signal generators, spectrum analyzers, etc., it allows for the generation and analysis of DSBSC signals for various testing and measurement purposes. Coming to television broadcasting, that is analog television broadcasting. Uh, and this has been used in analog television broadcasting systems. It allowed the transmission of video and audio signals over the airwaves, providing television programming to households. This is public address systems. The modulation is used in public address systems such as in stadiums, auditoriums, museums, public venues, etc. It allows for distribution of audio announcements and music to a larger audience. Uh, we completed the applications of DSBSC and SSBSC. Now let's have a look at what we have learned. Yes, firstly, I started with some basics of amplitude modulation and its waveforms, and then discussed different types of amplitude modulation and DSBSC, SSBSC, basic definitions. Then I discussed the comparisons of DSBSC versus SSBSC. I explained about frequency spectrum of DSBSC and SSBSC, then differences between both of this, and we had applications of DSBSC and SSBSC separately. So if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for your valuable time and have a great day.